You have any plans for Weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty. Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore's immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Wow. I honestly don't know what to say. That's, okay. A marriage made in heaven. Oh, shit! That dude dead. He dead.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Hey, Bronco, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I gotta break.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Oh, a little twist.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that desk.
I don't think there's really anything else on the map besides a couple cars that I'm probably gonna take off stream. Let's just go on with the game.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Oh, we missed the turn. Here we are.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Her name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Shannon Perry. Victim's hat.
Well, I landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Bruising on the chin must have slid a little bit on the left side, seeing as the right side hasn't been afflicted that much damage. Head must have hit the pavement. Arms must have braced for impact. Didn't do that much though. Dear Mr. Patterson, it is with great pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt of your application 14F, and pre-approval has been granted to raise the weekly premium of your life insurance policy from $370 per week to $590 per week. This raise became effective on January 1st, 1947, where our standard veteran care policy entitled you to a lump sum payout of $10,000 in the event of your untimely demise or permanent incapacitation. This new plan secures your beneficiaries a sum of $16,000. It's pretty expensive for 1940s. Anything in the other pocket?
We can notify next of kin.
Only a couple dollars in his...
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Slid pretty far.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Interesting. Hello there. What are you?
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife. I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Drink to the stars.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and talk to Shannon Perry first.
She's all yours, Detective.
I believe.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Truth.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Suspect vehicle description.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Okay.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Oh, I doubt that.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
The people arguing, they were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Hit and run
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Doubt.
So what was he doing outside?
It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Association with victim.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah, Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Truth.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No, he came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Arguments?
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
And doubt again.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Joint business.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
And doubt again.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Oh boy. An abusive husband was murdered. Jesus Christ.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Oh, you're the
Locations. We're going to go to the Patterson residence first. Go talk to the wife.
Turn right when you can. So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their buddies got hurt.
Maybe. Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
Interesting theory. She could have pushed him into the car.
Suspects inside at 829 South Olive. Unit to handle code 2 identifying.
George is en route to 496 Northwest. You have another assignment here, Central?
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
She doesn't seem too sad.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Hit and run.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Fucking hate that smug ass fucking look. Doubt.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Nature of
You were
argument.
arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Oh my god, doubt.
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Partnership
The
with Leroy
bartender said that you and
Sabo.
Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You fucking liar.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Little? Oh, you fucking little bitch. I'll fucking
You
show
increased
you.
the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
They gonna
We're leaving,
fuck.
man. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
She's a fucking scumbag.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Interesting.
Thanks, ma'am.
Let's go to a map and see if we can't do the street crime stuff while we're here.
You can drive.
Have a partner drive to that one, to the street crime, and we just drive to the regular story missions.
459 with possible suspects inside at 829 South Olive. Unit to handle code 2 identify.